And we're back with Passing Show and Harrowings Live with Hal Gill, your host. Harrowings just scrape the surface of things. You're getting a look at some of the who, what, when, and where here in Washington, D.C. Power washing going on around the trash and this golden triangle area. Gold is green, they're telling us. And we're waiting at M Street to get across. And we always do, somehow or another. You see the traffic moving. Everybody's moving if they ain't already there. Everybody's got to be somewhere. So, picking up little bits of biography of the human beings that share the planet with us here and now. Everybody who is alive today has an opportunity to be the change they want to see in the world by choices they make. Mindful choices, the awake and aware. The alchemy of awakening is underway. This guy's beeping. I don't know what his problem was. I guess he didn't like the guy waiting for pedestrians who had the right of way. But it is the way of the world. Solid waste. It's picking up some trash there and look like that'll be recycled. Autism prevalence is now one in every 68 children in America. So it says on the autism awareness trash truck. You know, is what it is. And we are who we are. And who are we? They're each little sparks of divine light emanating as life on this planet, sharing it with so many species. Look at the plants, look at the insects, look at the birds, the mammals, reptiles, amphibians. All of us collectively make up the biome of this planet. Only one we know with a biome. So, something to think about. How can we be good stewards of the legacy that's been entrusted to us by dint of us having been born? And it's extremely unlikely that any of us are here at all. Yet somehow the gametes united and created us, and we have gone on and created others, or not, as the case may be, constantly in a state of change. So these are some thoughts that are with me now. Let's see who we got here. Kaz writes, Quiet Hard. Max, Julian Watkins, Faith binds us. Late nights and early mornings is joined. I don't know if you're still with me. Don't know if you're tracking. Don't know if you'd like to go live and be a part of the passing show and dialogue. We did that a couple times yesterday. I don't know any of you all personally well enough to know whether you want to do that or not. But you can write comments in the chat. I might see them. So far, silence. That's all right. This is largely for potential research historians or data gathering of the future that might be have an interest in how things came to be from this point in history forward. We are a single species making our way from dawn to dusk. I'm outside of Toastique and Silver Mirror Facial Bar, Mason's famous lobster rolls, Mason's famous lobster rolls, Everbrook Academy down below that. So simple. Lobster salad roll. Lots of different options there. Authentic Maine lobster rolls at Mason's. Kinder Vans outside of Everbrook Academy. There's some little tykes getting some exercise, learning. Steptoe. They have a living wall in there, helping with the oxygen in the building, I guess, and cleaning the air. That's one thing that plants are really good at. We have quite a few in the area. It's like a ginkgo tree across the way. Oak over here. If I'm not mistaken. Don't think I'm mistaken. Oh, no. Get closer. I think it may be a gum. Pardon me. Yeah, probably a gum or maple, some form. Be the change you want to see in the world, folks. Miss Barry's Fuel Shop and Dos Toros Taqueria. Krispy Kreme donuts up ahead near the top of the metro station. Yeah, I'm suffering from a little bit of reflux, just a little bit of heartburn. Up at the top here is one medical group, a 13th floor. I sometimes go there, have my hypochondria reconfirmed. Haven't done it in a little while. Gonna have surgery on a toe. That's what I was doing earlier this morning, seeing a podiatrist, Dr. Ian Beitzer. Good doc. He's gonna straighten out my toe for me. If I schedule it, that was funny. The t-shirt the guy had on was a little cat going, ah. And I guess at some level we're all doing that. Looks like I can get across here without that. Maybe. You never know. Never know what's gonna happen. How it's gonna roll. It's 11:18 a.m. Appointment's at 10:15. Got x-rayed on the foot so they can see how things are stacked up in there under my bones. And sidewalk is closed ahead. Could go one way or the other. One way or another. This darkness has got to go. This guy starts to cut across the grass, his tripod in hand. I tell you, I have some serious heartburn right now. Don't need another dip of the toe of the pond. There's Massachusetts Avenue stretching off in the distance, and then P Street northwest. And we got Rhode Island, New Hampshire Avenue going up that away. You got P Street. And there's some of the Placemaker, beautiful buildings. Number 15, number 11. DuPont Circle used to host Books a Million at a Joe Muggs coffee shop. No longer, been gone for many years now. Since around before the pandemic, I think. I got newly renovated office space designed for today's tenants. I've been empty for quite some time. Got chessboards out. And I think crossing here seems logical. I've got about 14 seconds, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nothing coming this way. You have to be careful along here. DuPont Circle Hotel stands what used to be called Bar DuPont. I don't know what it's called now. It's still Bar DuPont? Maybe. Can't really see in the windows too well. Some folks sitting outside. Huh. And Doyle, that's what it's called now. All right. Get into afterwards. See the books on the shelves. Who else we got? Nobody else. Just Max, Kaz Quiet Heart, Julia Watkins, Faith Binds Us. Late nights, early morning, having joined the passing show at some point. I don't know how many are still watching. That gives you a little bit of who, what, when, and where. This is the Pembroke. They have lunch and dinner. And onward. Good afternoon. No, it's 11:20. It's still morning. I'm heading for home. Maybe not directly, but left foot in front of right foot. I'm going in that general direction. Picking up some water on the bottom of the shoe. Make a few footprints. Everything makes an impact. Choices we make. Left foot in front of right foot. This place looks nice. Ice block windows. We're going to go past Diego's in a moment. Got traffic coming down 19th Street. They have a stop sign. But I think they can go. Can't go up 19th there at this point due to the construction. Just down. And as I swing the camera around, taking in the passing show, left foot in front of right foot. Pick up Diego's hair salon. Open the collar cut. I get my hair cut there too. Looks like Gabriel is in. So he's trimming people's hairs. This guy does mine. I usually pay him about $40 to make me look good. And I usually tip him pretty heavily because it's hard work. I want to help support his folks. Chester crew. Guess still on the job. We lost Wadia. I'm really sad about that. Apparently his last day was on Monday, and they didn't schedule anybody to replace him on Tuesday. So Balia was left to open alone, and I came in about 11, spelled him through 3, to the best of my ability. It was a tough one. I don't know if having Thomas in the back helped a lot, but I'm sure glad he was willing to step up and give some folks their money back for having to wait so long for their orders, because it was tough. It was tough to fill them. I didn't know what was going on, to tell you the truth. I don't know what to tell you other than throwing 3 women and having a baby in 3 months versus it taking 9 months. This doesn't work that way. Patience is a virtue. Talking a lot about easy does it today. Easy does it. Don't get too excited. Secret to a long life. T Mansion there. Got some folks cutting into the sidewalk. Like these cars are laid fairly recently, but I can't tell entirely. They're cutting through the concrete. Some abrasive wheel. Very noisy. We can get out of the noise. Taking the flowers growing outside of nails and Super Talks Wednesdays. Botox. My wife is thinking of getting Botox to work on a line in her face. I don't know. That's no assets to me. I could be wrong. and across Connecticut Avenue, given the opportunity here at our street's southern border. There's a Ford Fusion making its turn there. It's a cute car. They don't make them anymore. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, get across. Didn't get run over. That's the important thing. Nothing coming up R. So yeah, the passing show just starts bring you a little bit of who, what, when, and where. Little raw documentation. Primary sort. Could be the change you want to see in the world. Note the businesses that are in place, the changes that are happening, construction, transmutation. Nothing constant but change, folks. Nothing constant but change. Cruising by the old Cheza. Your mama's still there. Camped out. I had some ice cream there very recently. Oh, okay. It's Wonder Building across the way. My friend Jack had a business there for a while as an architect. His offices. Just moving one thing to the other, never getting a paycheck. Up. Cranes. Working on Universal Building. On Becca's Cafe. Advertising their cheesesteaks. Brand new eyeglasses at Brighter Image. I might like to get some brand new eyeglasses at some point. It is what it is. We are looking at Fort Myer construction vehicles. They have the contract apparently for a lot of these repairs and reconstruction of the neighborhood. Unofficial guide to Disney World there. Just this Lewis F. Powell Jr. biography. You know, you can find just about anything. I played for Lewis Powell, Justice of the Supreme Court. Maple Leaf Forever. No, no. Washington and Lee Swing. That's what it was. Because he'd gone to Washington Lee University. We learned that for a performance of the Colonial Williamsburg Pipe and Drum, honoring his service in the board of Colonial Williamsburg, now headed by Carly Fiorina, our CEO down in Williamsburg, Virginia. She held forth on the 4th of July from Williamsburg, which my wife and I watched. I highly recommend Williamsburg to anybody, even though it's not what it was. There are little after effects of the presence of so many of us to be found there. Still, I even have a little bit of residence or residuals of the residents there here in the bunker, Washington, D.C. Castings done by Doc Castle and crew for a repair of a chandelier that hangs in the House of Burgesses to this day, an 18th century chandelier that needed a repair to one of its arms inserted into the body. Had a very clunky sheet brass repair that needed to be fixed up. We did it. And the conservation labs, with help from conservation, I made the pattern, Doc did the casting, I did the machining. Mark Frankel of the backup silversmith shop did the soldering and cleaned that up. It's good bit of cooperation. Years ago, still hangs there as silent testimony to our partnership. Miss Doc. We'll talk about him later sometime. It is what it is. We have left a mark. Being in the world. We also have had Fortuna join us. Thank you. And be the change you want to see in the world. Every cent spent's a vote for the kind of world we're co-creating.